Hello. How are you guys doing today? I'm really happy that we're going to be starting this project. This has always been one of my favorites, and I'm glad that you're going to be joining me for it. A couple of things that I would like to add. This is the first part of it. So, if we recall from our Elements of Art, Principles of Art lecture, you will know that lines is one of the principles or elements of art. So, we will be working with lines today. So let me first explain what this still life is. This still life is a picture that we are drawing of non-moving objects. We are going to do it in chunks. Like I said today, we're going to do lines. The next video will be shape. Video after that will be color, and then so on and so on. If you complete this entire still life, you can turn it into all of the assignments. But as of right now, I'm just going to have you do a little bit, turn it in, a little bit, and turn it in. In the end, I'm hoping to get through this in less than a month. You will have something that looks similar to this. Okay? This is probably going to be a difficult project. But I want you to know that I am here to help you. Okay? Do it in pieces, take your time. Don't be afraid to ask for help, not only from me, but I gave you guys Teams. I'd like you guys to use Teams to communicate if you don't understand something. The general rule of thumb for not understanding something is if you have to repeat a task twice and still don't get it, please ask for help. You can start with the students or you can just go directly to me. We will be spending a lot of time in class working one on one with you guys. Also, this is the newest version of Inkscape that I have as of August 15th. If you find that your Inkscape looks different than this one, uh, please reach out to me because I do have videos using an older version of Inkscape that you can watch. Um, you know, take your time with it, reach out for help. Those are the two biggest things I can tell you. All right, so the very first thing we're going to do is we are going to save this. All right. You can just call it Still Life Lines because that's the one that we're doing. I'm calling this still. First, let me get a proper folder. Documents, digital arts, graphic design. Open. No, open. There we go. I'm going to call this Still Life Movie Lines. So that way I know we're doing the lines. Okay. You should have a digital arts folder for this class, dedicated to this class. Um, Later in second semester, you will need to download some files from K12, so just keep that in mind. Now, we are going to use our BZA tool, but first we're going to change the orientation. We're going to go to File, Document Properties, okay? And right over here in this new version, it says Orientation. We are going to click the right one that stands for Landscape, and that's fine. And then from there, we go to View, Zoom, and we go to Page. All right. Now, hopefully you've gotten used to the BZA tool a little bit, but just as a quick refresher, this is how it works. You cannot draw freehand with the BZA tool. That's only the pencil and the calligraphy tool. All right. So what you do, first off, what does this tool do? This tool draws BZA curves. You may be wondering what's so big, what's a Bezier curve? What makes it different than a regular curve? Well, I will show you. I'll get the paint or the pencil tool and I'll just draw a curve, okay? And if we zoom in, we can see that it is not a very good curve. And on the older versions of Inkscape, you were able to see the pixels on it, okay? So it does not draw a perfect curve. By the way, I'm zooming. I recommend you use a mouse. I should have said that at the beginning. My apologies. My mouse has a scroll button, a scroll wheel on it. So if you press Control and move it in and out, you can zoom. Press Shift and scroll with it. You can move left and right. But you don't, of course, have to. You can always just use the Zoom menu. So we're going to get our Bezier tool. So if we click in one spot and let go, you notice that it's going to make a straight line. Okay? and then you can click anywhere and it'll be a straight line. If you hold down Control, it'll allow that line to go in 15-degree increments. So if you want to make something completely flat, holding down Control is a good idea. And that's just what I'm going to do. All right. Now I'm going to show you two different types of glasses you can make. You can make a wine glass, or you can make like a martini glass. Martini glass is probably easier. I'm going to go there, and I'm only clicking once at these. I'm holding Control to keep everything level. I'm doing my best to just eyeball the links. We don't need to do anything more than that, because I'm going to show you how we're going to be able to fix it. All right, and there we have our glass, martini glass. So these are our node tools right here. These things are amazing. Okay, you can do so much with them. Like, let's say I wanted to make the wine glass, be a little bit shorter for where the liquid goes. So I just hold down Control and move that node up there, and I can do the same there. Not going to, but oh boy. This is a good point. So what I'm about to do here is press the escape button, and it goes back. Okay, so go down there. Now, if you notice that any of these are not level, like let's say you have your line way up here, it's okay. You can just hold down Control and get it to where you think it's level. I made it worse. Looks crooked too. All right, and I'm going to try and move both of them at the same time. There we go. Just hold down Shift to click one. And then Shift to click the other. Now, with this node tool that we have selected over here, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click this line. All right, and I'm going to bring it down, drag it down. That way it'll have a little bit of an edge. Okay, doesn't have to be much. Then I think I'm going to move this node up here, move this node up here, and I think that looks better. Now, that is the easiest way to do it. Make sure it's a closed shape. Um, and we will leave it like that because we're going to then go to the decanter. Now let me show you what a decanter is. Here's just a Google of a bunch of them. A decanter holds liquid, okay? So I notice with students this is a very popular type of one. You can draw one like this. You can draw one like this. You can draw one like this. The one that we are going to draw is going to be a little bit different. So we still have the node tool selected, so we're going to go to our Bezier friend over here. All right, and so for reference, I'm going to try and draw that decanter. Now, this is not going to be drawn perfectly on the first try, okay? It probably won't be drawn perfectly at all, but you'll be able to fix it to make it look much better because that first try, even the one I'm about to do, and I've been doing this for a long time, is going to look pretty bad. So I'm going to click a little bit higher because the decanter is taller than a wine glass, and I am going to, let's say, I'm going to turn my control on and make it straight. Then I'm going to click and hold. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm moving down and out because I'm trying to get, I can't show you because I'm using my mouse, but I'm trying to get an angle there that'll make it look like that decanter I just showed you. Okay? Now, I can't make a curve go that way, and I can't make this curve go that way. It's copied the same exact curve, and it's just not going to simply work. So I'm going to make a new curve. I'm going to hold down Shift and L at the same time, and guess what? That makes it become a straight line again. And I'm going to go to where I think the center of the uh, decanter will be, and I'm going to hold down my control button, and I'm going to hold down that click, and I'm going to bring it out until I think it looks good. Perfect. All right. So, Shift L. Now, I'm going to try and do the same thing, except going up. I figure it ends right about here, so I'm going to click, and I'm going to hold straight up. No, maybe not. And we will go with something like that. And then I have to press Shift and L at the same time. And click and hold. I need to go up more because I need to get that curve down. Okay, I'm going to press Escape. Oh, Escape gets rid of the whole thing. I'm sorry, that was a mistake. Backspace is what you click to get one node away. I'll show you. So here, if you want to get rid of that last one, you just click Backspace, okay? That was my fault. So we will try that again. All right. Shift L, where I think the middle of it's going to be. There we go. Shift L, where I think that started from. Okay. Shift L, right about here. Okay. And then we're going to close the object. Shift L. And here it is. And obviously it doesn't look perfect. That's okay. We're going to adjust our nodes. Okay. These are your node handles, and they allow you to adjust the curve of the Bezier curve that you have. All right, we want to keep that one simple. Basically, we want to get this guy over here more. All right, we're going to try and centralize it the best that we can by moving these nodes around. All right, and I'm just going to click out of it. And you know what? I think that looks pretty okay to me. You can move nodes. Let's see if I try to move this up. No, it's not going to work. Control Z is how you undo, by the way. It will be your best friend. You can create nodes, like I created a node right there. And then I'm going to delete that node. I will have to redo this down here, though, and fix this. There, I think that looks a lot better. All right, now we're going to use the select tool because a decanter is meant to hold the liquid, and so is a wine glass, but wine glass is way too big. So I'm going to hold down the control button because the control button is going to keep everything in proportion. All right. Now, you edited the nodes, you drew everything. You already saved the name of it, so you just go to save, and then you're done. We are going to move on to the next part in another video. Thank you for watching this. Have a nice day.